Hey, good morning. It's Friday, June 6th, and we're going to solve the New York Times crossword puzzle. Today's puzzle is constructed by Adrian Johnson. I don't recall seeing Adrian's name, but perhaps we have. We're on a 172-day streak, which is all time. That's the best ever for me. uh, it's Friday, so we're expecting a challenging, themeless solve, but yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit brain dead. It's 8:30 in the morning. I had a long day yesterday. Worked a Trombone Shorty concert at the Amp. Trombone Shorty's awesome. If you ever get a chance to see him, I recommend it. Today I'm going back to work, and I'm going to work the California Honey Drops and Molly Tuttle concert, so that should be a good one. You probably haven't heard of either of them, though. So figured this morning was a good time to squeeze in a solve. I hope that it was a smooth solve for you, and I hope that it will be a smooth solve for me. And let's have a look. All right, it's Friday. Without further ado, let's do it. Novelist Patchett, that's Anne Patchett, I'm pretty sure. Advisor to an acting president. So advisor to an acting president. Acting president just makes me think it's Reagan, right? Because he was an actor. Mouthful for the foul-mouthed. Like a cuss? Or, well, this is going to be like asada, right? Grilled meat. And a mouthful for the foul-mouthed is something. Average guy, like Joe Six-Pack? Maybe. If so, I really do like that one, and I hope that that is the right answer. One of two ingredients used to make chapati. I don't know. You know your voices carry, right? Like quiet down or something. Neutralize, so to speak. Neutralize. Milestone for a baby. First steps. Could be. Formally selects, like anoints. Dance specialty. Was that a tap or something? Keep from being touched in a way. Seek out. Look for. Runaway hit. Runaway hit. Meme of the star, John Wick looking downcast. Meme of the star. Oh, meme of the star of John Wick. So Keanu, like sad Keanu. Is that what it is? I've never heard of that, but that's what they described there. Sad Keanu. So, row crosser is a column, right? Something Nunez de Balboa. No idea. Means of taking a trip. I'm gonna guess that's LSD. LSD gets a lot of play in this puzzle. Sass, informally, is that rude? Maybe. Cultural draw up Shanghai's M50 district. Prove otherwise. Like belie? Maybe. Some Halloween mischief. Not very animated. Culture center. Point guard's crafty maneuver. Flavor enhancer in many pho recipes. Thai basil? No. And done. Split without warning. Eesh. One may be picked up in the gym. Support when building bridges. Litter pickup area. Overly warm welcome. Nice. You can count on me. Well, that started out pretty well and really went to crap. Hopefully these down answers are a little more cooperative. but we made good time, so we got that going. That's my absolute limit. Um, Not another one. Not any more. Maybe not anymore. Big game medium. So is that big game like a lion or an elephant, or is it a big game like the Super Bowl? Big game medium. Snow fence accumulations. Well, those are drifts, which means that my lovely Joe Sixpack answer is wrong. I really wanted that one to be right. Perfect writing. Like, perfect writing. New tavern vessels are not mugs. Tavern vessels. Mountains of work ahead. A lot to do. I hate that. 4 words. Uh, a model way to work. A model way to work. I feel like first. This isn't first steps. This is something else. This is going to be like a look, maybe first. This is a cake. Oreo cake. No. Mostly closed is ajar. Part of a hammock. BP, I'm guessing their rival is Esso. First. Fails to keep cool. Hard pass. Like, nah. This is not going well. Source of a cephalopod's defensive ink. I mean, I would have said a sack. Cephalopod's defensive ink. If this is sack, that would be seek out. Punch out, say. Privileged figures. Is look for wrong? Bucket full. Well, this is a smash hit, right? Smash. It must be nah. I'm going to say this is scad. Bucket full. Sioux Falls to Sioux City. How many consent? What a weird way to phrase that. How many consent? And I don't even know how to read that. Whichever one you want, like any. Cupboard component. Well, this must be art something, right? Cultural draw, art, scene, right? Sioux Falls, so this is going to be southeast. How many consent? Like in writing. How many consent? Huh. A cupboard component is I was going to say a staple, but no. This is not going well. Seafood cookout bowlful. Seafood cookout bowlful. Calamari? No. I'm thinking of like crawfish, but seafood cookout bowlful, huh? Charles Mingus specialty. like Bop, maybe something Howard, 1963. Good lord. Propels like a shuffleboard disc. Slides, glides. I feel like it's slides or glides, right? Lookout positions. Cuts down. 2003 and 2021 Super Bowl champs informally. Well, I root for the Patriots, and they won in 01, 02, 04, so this is the one in between. But 2021, is that the Rams? Must be the Rams. Yeah, because 2003, that was the Kurt Warner Rams, the greatest show on turf, right? Milky resource found in the outback. That's got to be an opal. One-time iPod offering. A nano, maybe? Be very funky, like reek. Noted name in Raga. That's got to be Ravi Shankar, right? This is some kind of a kiss. Overly warm welcome. Sloppy kiss. Ooh. I'm picturing a dog, but I guess a person could give you a sloppy kiss like that too. Advisor. So we're not doing great. And this corner in particular is going to be a real jerk. But hopefully this fills in some of the gaps, and we can get there. Advisor to an acting president. Advisor to an acting president, like a drama something. Mouthful for the foul-mouthed. Oh, soap, like wash your mouth out with soap. Average guy. Regular Joe. Regular Joe six-pack. One of two ingredients used to make chapati. Is it atta? Is that flour? Big game medium. Big game medium. National TV. I think this is atta. Fails to keep cool. Panics. Here we go. This looks wrong. This is in case. Not. So this is not anymore. Not. What's happening here? Not. How could this not be that? Neutralize. Neutralize. Perfect writing. New Ager. Tavern vessels are mugs. I don't know how I ended up doing downs here. I was on a crosses. You know your voices carry, right? I've got. You know your voices carry. Milestone for a baby. First words, right? Dance must be tab. Must be, right? And this is something's wrong here. God. Dance specialty. In case. Not one more. God, there it is. Not one more. Okay. Something Nunez de Balboa. Vasco, maybe? It's still like. This needs to be sack, right? It's gotta be. And this has got to be like Vasco, as in Vasco da Gama. I guess that was a big explorer name. Halloween mischief is devilry. Not very animated. Culture center. It's got to be just the letter T, right? Vanguard's crafty maneuver is huh. Flavor enhancer in many pho recipes. Ooh, flavor enhancer. And done. Like, ta-da. Split without warning. Huh. One may be picked up in the gym. Support when building bridges. Like a lever. Support when building bridges is like consent. Oh, verbally. I feel like it's a lever. Ugh. Man. I don't know. This is not looking great. Litter pickup area. You can count on me. All right. Let's solve this puzzle. Perfect writing is like, what could this be? Perfect writing. I don't know. A model way to work. Oh, so that's a catwalk. There we go. Seek out. Dessert with a black and white filling. Oreo pie. I said Oreo cake. That was pretty close. This is a drama coach. An acting president. Huh? Part of a hammock. A cord. Oh, Hess. And I've got ears. And revise. Perfect writing. Not perfect writing. Seek out. Seek out. Punch out. Privileged figures. Like insiders. Privileged figures. Cupboard component. Cupboard component. Seafood cookout bowlful. Clam. Ugh, and I have no idea who this is. That's going to be tough. Not very animated. Lookout positions. Cuts down, like. Cuts down. Chops. Chops down, maybe. Seek out. Like, what could this be? Catwalk, Oreo pie, a lot to do, sack. Seek out. Seek out, like. For seems right. Seek out, like look for. Seek out. Huh. Seek out. Man, not very animated. Groggy? Maybe. Culture center, like a hub. Culture center. Culture center. Point guard's crafty maneuver. Point guard's crafty maneuver. I have no idea. Maybe flavor enhancer in many pho recipes is up and leave is the answer to this. So Rams was wrong. Ugh. All this stuff. Okay. Up and leave. Sounds like a shuffleboard disc. Like heaves? Shoves? It's gotta be. Building bridges. Like something level or lever. Up in the gym. What is this? Super Bowl champs are the. Like, who won the Super Bowl in 2003 and 2021? 2021. Oh, the Bucks. This is the Tom Brady Bucks. Okay, support when building cantilever. Is it an A? Ugh. I don't know if that's right. I don't know what the letter there is, but it's cantilever is the answer. A cupboard component, but then, like, what could this be? Warm welcome. Cupboard component, like clam dip? Maybe. Like, what could this be, though? Cupboard component. And, like, how could this end in TP? Oh, silent P is the answer. Bone marrow. There we go. Lookout positions, towers. Shoves, I'm going to say. Okay. Not very animated. Stodgy? Words. Chops has to be wrong. It's gotta end in S, right? A hop. Hop step. Hairs, maybe? And done. Ta-da. Picked up in the gym. Litter pickup area. I mean, I'm thinking like a kennel or something, but You can count on me. Like, just yes? Could be. Punch out. Say, this is just killing me. Seek out. Punch out. Privileged figures, like inside. Very animated, like stoned. Punch out. Privileged figures, perhaps. Inside or onside, like inside dope. Data. Something Howard, like seek out. Like, all of these crossers look really good. Seek out. Seek out. Not very animated. Like, stoned is the closest I can get. Stones. Picked up at the gym. Like, what could that be? One may be picked up in the gym. Like, some kind of weight, a dumbbell. Litter pickup area. Like, is this a litter of puppies? Punch out. Something away. Punch out. Figures. Inside line. Oh, Sass is tood. There we go. Seek out. And this still doesn't make sense. Seek out. Solicit. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it took me so long to get that. Punch out. Call it a day. I was thinking punch out like a boxer. Stolid, right? Stolid. And done. What is this? Is pairs wrong? And done. Picked up in the gym. Litter pickup area. Side. One maybe picked up in the gym, like an odor. This is not pears. It's got to be. Inside dope. Is that it? Tada and nape. Man, that's hard. That was a hard Friday. 29-17. My goodness. That's like a 9 out of 10, I'm going to say. I reserve 10 out of 10 for when I can't solve it. So that was about as hard as they come. Uh, Good puzzle. I like a lot of this fill. I like a lot of this cluing. Well, let's have a look. Ann Patchett. I don't love this one because I've never read an Ann Patchett book, so it doesn't start me off on the best note, but no big deal. Advisor to an acting president. Like, I guess just someone who's acting like the president. Is that the idea? I was thinking this was Reagan specific, but I guess if you're just uh, what's his name, Kevin Kline, acting like the president in the movie Dave from 30 years ago, then you'd need a drama coach. Wash your mouth out with soap. Regular Joe, Atta. I've got ears. I don't love that one, but it's not terrible. Do in first words. I had first steps initially. I guess maybe I don't know. Does a baby take steps? I guess you're older than a baby, right? You're like a toddler, right? You're toddling. Anoints, tap, encase, solicit. I don't know why this one was so hard. I was desperately trying to figure out what was wrong here, and there was nothing wrong. Rude I had initially, but Tude replaced it, and here we are. Runaway hit is a smash. Sad Keanu. Aw. Row crosser is a column. Vasco Nunez de Balboa. I wonder, does Vasco have an English translation? Is there an English name that's the equivalent? LSD. You should take some LSD before you go check out the art scene in Shanghai. Belie. Devilry is Halloween mischief. Stolid. Lab is a culture center. Oh, okay. So where the cultures live. Hop step is a point guard's crafty maneuver. Just a quick note about the NBA playoffs. I have talked a bunch about the NBA, and it is awesome this year. And the Pacers won last night. They came back from a big deficit, and they were huge underdogs to Oklahoma City, and they beat them in Oklahoma City. I'm so rooting for the Pacers. I have a small amount of money wagered that the Pacers will win the whole thing at long odds. But I'm just rooting for them so hard. They're so scrappy and fun to watch. Bone marrow. I'm not a big bone marrow guy. There's a place in town that serves bone marrow shots. Like they serve you the bone with the marrow and pour the whiskey through the marrow, and it sounds terrible. And done. Ta-da. Up and leave. Odor. Cantilever. I live about an hour from Glenwood Canyon, and they built Interstate 70 through Glenwood Canyon using cantilever roadways, and it was one of the great feats of road building, engineering, construction in U.S. history. So yeah, cantilever. Litter pickup area, so you pick them up by the nape of their neck like that. Sloppy kiss is an overly warm welcome. Hopefully someone who you picked up by the nape in the litter pickup area is sloppy kissing you. You can count on me, yes. Like, sure, yep, that works. But like, what about the band Yes or something? I don't know. Just like, this is just so straightforward. Carne asada, delicious. I can't eat one more taco. National TV is our big game medium. Drift, revise, new ager, mugs, a lot to do. I really don't like that one. I mean, 4 words is way excessive. A catwalk and Oreo pie sounds freaking delicious. A jar, cord, Hess. Panics, nah, sack, call it a day. This one really gave me a lot of trouble, as did this one, inside dope, privileged figures. like inside line, inside data, like, I don't know. A lot of things. Tude is sass, yep. Scad, south-southeast, verbally, whichever one you want is any. A silent P, a clam dip. Clam dip I'm sure is delicious, but it also just like, I'm picturing like a clam, and it's like, I want to eat the clam. I don't want it to be mashed up into a dip-like substance. Bop, Elston Howard. Brutal, 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 brutal. That's brutal. This guy died. He was the MVP more than 60 years ago. And his name is Elston Howard, and you've never heard of him, and I've never heard of him. Shoves, a shuffleboard disc. I can't wait till I'm old enough to play shuffleboard regularly. Towers, pairs, bucks. Tom Brady, man. Just Tom Brady. That's all I gotta say. Opal, Nano, Reek, Rob. I don't like that we have Reek and Odor. Ravi Shankar, big Raga guy. And that's that. 2917. I wonder if you guys struggled as much as I did with this. This is about the most I've struggled in a while. I was thinking perhaps this was going to be a streak breaker, but we got there. We're at 173, and we can breathe easy for another day. If you enjoyed watching this video, you can demonstrate that by clicking the like button. That's just like a real one-to-one transaction. You like, and I receive a like. So that's cool. And if you want to have the opportunity to like more of these videos, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. My name's Morgan. This is the Crossboss channel, and this is what we do here. So if this is your thing, then subscribe, please. And most importantly, I hope that you'll join me again next time for a solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.